We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
Manziel. He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Manziel. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Manziel. Throw's going to be incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
19 tight. 19 wide.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Sanders will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DK Metcalf. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are back within a couple of the lead. Manziel going to throw. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hopkins, a man in motion right. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Paul Krause, the safety, in on the tackle.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Second down and 8. Olave motioning to the left. From the gun, here's Cousins. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll go down at the 28. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. Touchdown, Bears! Randy Moss. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Cousins will try and throw. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This ball down the field for Pitts. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Bears are going to take... Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Off the play fake, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Miles Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now Cousins on 4th down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now back to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right off the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Play fake. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Some guys just simply have it. And Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again, on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a
throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Running right, here's Sanders. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They'll start with the option. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mariota now from the 50. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Hey, hold here. Ready?
Mariota. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here we go.
Now, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mariota rolling to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Mariota going to run the option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The multiple-time Pro Bowler Eric Berry, the one who came charging up to make the stop. From the shotgun, it's Mariota being chased out left. And time finally runs is out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Cousins to throw it.
He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz.
There he goes, left side.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing. Cousins. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact, the first incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank, but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mariota now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Cousins.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the Bears first down.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
This is 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to the former Bear. It's Greg Olsen.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action. Mariota. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Cousins.
Right side, it's Manhurts, the tight end.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
No gain on the play. And it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play fake. Cousins.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
14 yards and a Chicago first down. They run once more with Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Henry To'o there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Mariota. Finding Knox there, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Ready, break.
They'll sneak it with Mariota.
Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And he'll decide to keep this once more.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
So that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Edwards looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and goal. Mariota. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Greg Olsen laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
A second down throw for Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
While the incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cousins on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
On second down, Cousins again. And there's Manhurts, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
Cousins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moss.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Cousins.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Even though we're not on the goal line, this is essentially a goal line look as they come up for second down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. A tight game like this is such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now Mariota.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. Randy Moss. Touchdown!